Welcome, everybody. This is the Pinoy Nurse Podcast, showcasing inspiring stories of Filipino nurses worldwide. My name is Dion Candelaria, and I'm one of your hosts. I am the Director of Professional Development of the Filipino Nursing Diaspora or FIND network.
And I'm Irene Mayo. I am the Director of Engagement, and we are your hosts for this podcast.
Thanks, Irene. Happy International Nurses Day.
Yeah, happy International Nurses Day, Dion. It's such a great timing to air our pilot episode for this podcast. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a registered nurse. I trained in the Philippines. I finished in 2008 and I moved to Australia in 2012. Ever since then, I worked clinically and I specialized in cardiac nursing. Then I taught at uni, Sydney University from 2017 to 2019. I started my PhD in 2018. I finished in 2023. And here we are. I'm now a Heart Foundation postdoctoral fellow, and I'm doing research full time at the moment.
Wow, that's that's an awesome journey, Dion. I think to get to the point of doing research here in Australia, I think that
Mm.
sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's quite exciting. How about you, Irene? Tell us about yourself.
So I am a registered nurse since 2009. I actually did my studies here in Australia from the Australian Catholic University. I think I'm an example of the diaspora as well, being born and raised in the Middle East in Saudi
Wow.
Arabia. And I moved from Saudi Arabia to America when I was 15. I did a little bit of high school there. And then I moved to Australia for family reasons.
Hmm.
And I ended up here. I actually didn't want to do nursing to start off with, to be honest with you. But I was inspired by my my colleagues who were studying at the time and also my sister and other family members that helped me to keep going with studying nursing. I love nursing so much, particularly the university environment, that I'm now teaching
Hmm.
academically in the Australian Catholic University. But I used to work perioperatively. My main specialty is in anesthetics and recovery nursing. I love
Great.
teaching, that's why I'm here. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Perfect.
Now, for I think uh, that's enough about us. What is this podcast about, and what can our listeners expect?
Yeah, thanks, Irene. So this podcast was really conceived to support Filipino nurses everywhere. And we'll do that by showcasing inspiring stories from our fellow Filipino nurses in all parts of the world and in various areas of nursing. We would have clinical, academia, leadership and management, name it, and we're gonna showcase it. And as you know, Filipino nurses are everywhere. So I think there is really that richness and listeners can really expect um real people sharing real experiences. So hopefully our listeners can relate. So Irene, as a host, what are you most excited about?
I'm really excited about the fact about what you've just mentioned, Dion. I think we can showcase people who are willing to share their stories. They're willing to also help other people in similar situations they've probably encountered. And I think with this vast network that we have of Filipino nurses, I think the podcast is high time to showcase on an online platform all the great things that we're actually doing and what our guests are doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So in saying that, on a personal and professional level, Dion, what
Hmm.
has actually inspired you to start this podcast for our Filipino nurses?
Great question. I look at the Filipino nursing community as a vibrant uh, and a diverse community. And I think there is so much expertise that we Filipino nurses can offer. And we have different experiences, we have rich experiences, different journeys. So I think showcasing them would be in a platform such as a podcast would be a good way to help out and reach and expand our reach to to other Filipinos and to all Filipino nurses all over the world. I envision this podcast to be a resource for Filipino nurses, either, those that are looking for inspiration or wanting to branch out or wanting to hear career trajectories from other people. Because as I've said, we will be featuring nurses from different work contexts and different journeys.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. For us as Filipino nurses, and especially those around me, I
Hmm.
think we are known for our hard work. We're known for our competence. And through it all, we're also
Hmm.
known for providing compassionate and empathetic care. But
Hmm.
sometimes, I don't know about you, Dion, it comes often at the expense of ourselves. And I
Hmm.
was wondering, in
Hmm.
relation to this year's International Nurses Day theme about health and well-being for nurses,
Hmm.
is this going to be a topic that we're going to look at in our podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. So, in the coming episodes, we have a stellar lineup of guests, who would be showing their stories and experiences, not only their achievements, but we'll obviously highlight the achievements, but we'll be talking about their career journey, their ups and downs, and everything in between. So we're going to have diverse topics to cover, and I'm sure looking after our well-being is going to be one of them. Um, and also we're going to have a rapid fire segment. This is so off. Um,
We're going to end off with some fun.
maybe ask the, oh God, I don't know where to cut it.
Or should we just cut it there? Yeah, what did you, or do you want me to start off, or what do we say? That the last segment we could just say, can you edit into, what did I say before?
Because I
International
because I
Nurses
think
Day.
will this be topic?
Okay, let me ask that question again. I think I emphasized that question, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
all right. Will this be one of our topics in our podcast?
Yeah, absolutely, Irene. I think so. Right now, we have a stellar lineup of guests from all over the world who would be showcasing their inspiring stories, and not just their achievements, but also the career journey, all the ups and downs, and everything in between. So I think we're going to have diverse topics to cover, and I'm sure well-being or looking after our well-being is going to be one of them.
Awesome.
And we'll have, in the podcast, we'll end up on a fun note. We'll have a rapid fire segment where we're
Oh,
going to ask questions quickly,
okay.
and we'll ask the guests to answer quickly without thinking out loud. So we might try it now. Are
Okay.
you ready?
I think so.
Okay, Irene, coffee or tea?
Coffee. How about you? Winter or summer?
Oh,
No
winter.
thinking.
Sorry. Morning or afternoon or night shift?
Afternoon shift. Mountain or beach?
Mountain. Online or in person?
In person. And
Really?
text or call?
Oh, both. I do both.
Yeah, me
Is
too.
that
I do
right?
both. But definitely afternoon shift.
Yeah, that is interesting. I
I'm
find
not a
that
morning
interesting.
person.
Oh, same, hey, same.
Well, that was fun.
It
I
was.
hope we're going to put a little bit of some fun questions throughout the podcast. So everyone, thank you so much for listening. I hope you stay in tune for our next episode, and we'll see you then on the next one.
See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.